well. We got Trey? All right. Trey, you there?
Hey, Gerard. Yeah, I think we had some maybe some internet problems.
No problem. So we were just curious as to the prospect of a special session. What are you hearing from your perspective to possibly take up medical marijuana, the ballot initiative process in Mississippi, maybe some other matters? What's the latest on that?
Well, Gerard, I do know that the House and the Senate have been working over the last several weeks to try to gain some consensus on that, and I believe I don't know that there's any final decision to be announced, but I do believe that they've had some very productive meetings, some of which I have participated in, and I know the governor does not want to call a special session just to have us come sit down and stare at each other, but I think the parties are close enough at this point, or will be in the foreseeable future, that if the governor so chose to call a special session, I don't believe that it would take too long to get the parties to put a measure together and get it passed. So I think we're closer than we were a month or so ago, and that's really the ballpark's just the balls are going to be in the governor's hands. If he wants to do it, then we'll respond and we'll come to Jackson and we'll get it done. And if not, then I guess we'll wait till January. But I think the parties have been having some productive conversations, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think Governor Reeves made it fairly clear, Representative, that he's not really inclined to call a special session until, as they say in your world, the votes have been counted, that we've got something that could get through without a lot of debate and fanfare and would be a short affair. And he would sign it, is what kind of he's indicated at this point. I know Representative Lee Yancey on the House side has been working quite a bit the last few weeks with Senator Blackwell on the Senate side to try to come together with something that both houses could support, both chambers could support, send it to the governor's desk. Do you think that it would make sense to do that, just asking, even in September, knowing you guys are going to come back and convene first week in January?
Well, I know there is a substantial number of Mississippians that would like for us to.
Yeah.
So, is it absolutely crucial to the state as a whole? Probably not.
Yeah.
To get a 3-month jump on it, but it's one of those things we could go ahead and knock it out. And anything. I've seen issues that should be easily agreed to by both sides. Get caught up in everything that goes on during a regular session. So if we want to make sure we get it done, a special session is probably the most efficient way to do that.
Has there been any work, to your knowledge, done on the ballot initiative process? As you know, just to set the stage for our audience, the Supreme Court pretty much in striking down Initiative 65, it would seem, sort of nullified the present mechanism we have in place. Is that getting some talk, and is that a priority item as well?
Well, I do definitely believe it's a priority item. Whether or not it's something that would be put into the call in a special session or not, I don't know. I mean, that's really up to the governor. The priority at this point in time, as far as Representative Yancey, his conversations with the Senate and those negotiations with Senator Blackwell and the Senate leadership have focused mainly on the medical marijuana program. So there have, though, been conversations about how to fix the initiative process, and certainly I believe that we need to do that. Whether that's in a special session or not, that's up to the governor. If he puts it in the call, then I think we can come up with a fix that gets that process back going, and then we'll see where it goes. But otherwise, if not in a special session, I think that you'll definitely see some movement on that next regular session in January.
Well, and of course, we should point out that the timing is not as sensitive on that, because we got to go to the polls in a statewide election to approve such changes.
Well, that's right. I mean, it's very technical, more so than it has to be, but a lot of people don't know that initiative process is actually found in our Constitution. And so if we want to fix that initiative process, we have to go back into our Constitution, which would require another vote of the people, which takes some time. So, however, if we wanted to put an initiative process into statutory law, then that could be done just like any other regular bill. But from what I have, the conversations that I've had, the general consensus seems to be that we need to fix the constitutional initiative process, whereby the process is actually inside our Constitution. And yeah, you're right. That would require another vote.
Yeah, absolutely. So also, of course, tax reform is something that you've come on the program and discussed before. I know you support that, you and members of the House, the Speaker. Of course, this is a big issue to him. Put a bill together, passed the House. Really didn't get any traction over in the Senate, but I believe hearings are beginning this week, right? This Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken.
That's
Senator
exactly
Josh
right.
Harkins will be presiding over those. So what are you hearing there?
Yeah, it's a big week for tax reform discussions, Gerard. It's actually the Speaker and the Lieutenant Governor put together a joint select committee, and I will be co-chairing that with Senator Harkins.
Okay.
And so we're going to have 8 representatives and 8 senators will get together in a room this Wednesday and Thursday, all day, both days.
Yeah.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that you're going to attend one of those days and maybe even share a little bit of insight with us about growing capital right here in Mississippi and how that can relate to the tax reform topic that we're discussing. I am.
I'm honored to have been asked by the Speaker to attend on Thursday and address the body, the group there. Just on my thoughts, not in any official capacity, I should tell the audience, representing any organization. I'm just coming as Gerard, the citizen of Mississippi, and just kind of sharing my thoughts on that. And really hoping to encourage you guys, as I know you want as well, Representative, to just work together and let's get something going at a minimum and work through some of the complexities and the nuances and really start the process and put us on the road to reforming taxes here in Mississippi.
Well, we something we definitely need to do. I mean, we've got a what in history is probably a rare opportunity when you've got one chamber in the legislature is pushing this. We've got a governor's office who is on board. All 3, both the Senate, the House, and the governor's office controlled by Republican leadership, and we've got some senators that I know I've had many conversations with Senator Harkins, and I know he shares our desire to try to bring relief to income taxes and have an open mind about looking at a better way of taxing our citizens. So we've got a great opportunity, and I hope we seize it and take advantage of it instead of squandering it.
Up against a break, but we sure do appreciate you calling in and joining us, Representative Trey Lamar, and I will see you on Thursday.
Look forward to it. Thanks, Gerard.
Representative Trey Lamar has been our guest. We'll be right back on the JT Show. Stay with us.